Commander. This is Jacob 7.2, over. This is Jacob 7.2. Where would you require us for our next task? Over.
Ave Maria, this is Father Joseph Michael Mary at our mission of Our Lady Gate of Heaven in Munster in Perth, Western Australia. And one of the occasional incidents here in Australia is the bushfires, especially in the summertime. The ground is very dry. We have not had rain for 4 or 5 months. And with the dry ground and bush so dry, there's always the danger of a bushfire, which are very hazardous here in Australia because they generally move very fast and can destroy property and also take lives. Well, yesterday here at Munster, about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a bushfire broke out not far from the Friary across the street. And one of the friars had looked out the window and saw this billowing smoke and flames. And sure enough, it was quite a big bushfire that swept through our backyard property quite rapidly. The fire approached the Friary, and we recognized the danger that was to our Friary and also to ourselves, and we also we evacuated. Many of the homes here were evacuated by the police and fire departments because they were not sure how big the fire would be and how close it would get to the property. And so we left everything into the hands of Our Lady. We put an image of Our Lady outside the Friary, which had recently been blessed by Father Gabriel on his visit here, and sprinkled holy water and blessed salt all along the property. We were forced to leave the property, and but we stayed within a range where we could see what was happening, and about 5 helicopters worked continuously dropping water. And it is surely due to these helicopters that the fire was contained and did not spread to damage homes. And that was the priority of the firemen, was to save homes. There were about 160 firemen working throughout the night, even until early hours this morning. These men are volunteers, and many of them had to go to their own jobs in the morning, so we really have a renewed respect and gratitude for these firemen who worked with such generosity to protect us and the property. But the fire, as you can see, what was once a little forest land or bushland is now desolate and pretty much reduced to ash, which in a sense is very good because there's no danger of fires coming again this year or for maybe a couple years, because all the undergrowth was burned, which will contain any future fires that could be caused by such an incident as yesterday. As you can see, the fire actually got very close to the Friary. It actually came as far as the fence line here, and you can see all the burn off here, the bush and the other things that were destroyed by the fire in our Friary just in the background. And so the fire actually came very close. So we're very grateful this morning to have our Friary preserved and give thanks to the Immaculate in this incident of this bushfire that came so close to the Friary that our Friary is still standing today. We want to pray in a special way for the firemen who work so heroically and so tirelessly to contain this fire and to preserve and protect the homes and lives of people here. And we ask you to please pray for our mission here in Australia. We're especially petitioning St. Joseph to please bring rain, much needed rain. From our mission here in Perth, Western Australia, we send you all greetings and ask you to pray for us here, that we may be ever more faithful in loving and serving the Immaculate. Ave Maria. I think my feet are on fire.